Good Sunday morning, everybody. Chief Meteorologist Brad Panovich here. Get ready for some pop-up and scattered afternoon and evening storms. So for your outdoor plans today, you're going to make sure that you have a plan in case these storms bubble up. And if you want to do something completely dry, the earlier today, the better. Let me show you what's heading our way. Look at this large storm system off to the west. Pretty potent low pressure system, warm front here. So there's one wave of rain here, but we're actually going to see another cluster of storms develop back in that region and head our way. So right now, I'm going to pause this and you can see there are clouds increasing already and storms in Georgia moving into the upstate. Those are still several hours away, probably going to be mid-afternoon before they get here. And they might weaken a little bit, but probably re-intensify in the heating of the afternoon. Let me turn off the satellite data and the radar data, and I want to show you the severe weather outlook for today, because you can see we've got a pretty big area of medium to higher risk back towards the west. That does move into the mountains with a medium risk into the Asheville, Greenville, Spartanburg area, and then the low risk just about up to Interstate 77. So that's today's severe weather risk. Tomorrow, that system will be pushing east, and notice that low risk extends across the area. So basically, I would expect the line of storms to be moving in like this tonight, and by tomorrow I'll be over here. So the progression of these storms will be basically tonight through tomorrow. So let's take a look at that all-important Futurecast. All right, so here's the Futurecast. This is 11 a.m. right now as I'm doing this, so we'll go into the afternoon hours. I'll stop this around 2 o'clock. We might start to see some isolated storms develop, but the main line will be entering the mountains right around 2 p.m. By 3 to 4, this is when things get a little more active, and we're probably going to see a pretty decent line of storms moving across the area. So this is a little quicker than we saw even on Friday for today. Looked like it'd be after 5. This looks like it's going to be 2, 3, 4 o'clock now that the leading edge gets in here. And then you can see by 5, 6, some heavy downpours. And that's wave number 1. You see the second wave forming back into Tennessee. This is at 8 p.m. We go into 9 p.m., 10 o'clock. Look at this second wave. So this first wave is likely going to be mid-afternoon. This is what's going to come in tonight. Now, depending on how strong that line is back to the west, it might make a pretty good run at most of the Carolinas. So expect 2 waves of storms. Wave number 1 this afternoon, and then wave number 2 maybe overnight tonight, and we'll stop it at 2 a.m. That's a pretty potent line. Let's go into tomorrow and see how this unfolds for Monday. So 2 o'clock in the morning, overnight, you're sleeping. Here comes wave number 2. We go into the early morning hours on Monday. You see that line pushing through. So this is 8 a.m. on Monday. We get into the afternoon hours and things should start to improve a little bit, but there's likely going to be another little broken line that develops in the heating of the day here in eastern North Carolina. That's why there's a low risk for severe storms, because things could recover from the storms earlier in the day, and you can see those storms developing. So let's loop this. This is a 48-hour loop. Wave number 1 today, tonight, and then tomorrow afternoon. So maybe 3 waves, but the first 2 definitely the most potent. And again, low end risk for some strong storms. Our main risk is going to be damaging straight line winds, maybe some small hail, and obviously cloud to ground lightning, which for any outdoor activities is not a great idea. So get ready for that first wave of scattered storms mid-afternoon, 2, 3, 4 o'clock, and the next wave coming in tonight after 9 or 10 o'clock.